Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha HaKodash. Lord willing, this is edifying. And I just want to do this quick lesson on something I saw. You know, this devil, man. The scriptures are true. What they say about this devil, this devil Esau. So like he's very opportunistic, all right, and he's a very proud devil. Okay, scriptures talk about how he oppresses a man in his heritage. Let me see. Get a precept on that, but your heritage what goes into your land and so on and so forth. Now, two big examples of that is the land of Israel. Okay, and so like, let me see if I can find this land of Israel, and of course here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, because neither of those lands belong to this devil. All right, but he's taking them down. Okay, he's taking them away from men. I'm just getting Habakkuk, honestly, because I can't find that one that I'm thinking of. Okay, Habakkuk 2. Okay, and verse 4 says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." Okay. Let me see here. There's a lot of this in here. Okay, but this devil, man, he's greedy. All right, he's greedy, and he's hell bent on fully possessing the fatness of the earth. All right, like the Lord said he would. Okay, and not for nothing, all these different type of Edomites. The Edomites are the ruling class of people right now. Okay, all the big players are Edomite nations. Russia, Edomite nation, which is known as Gog and Magog in the scriptures. Edomite nation. Israel, right now, occupied and ruled by the chief tribe of Amalek, okay, which is Edomites, all right. And then here in America, Babylon the Great, you got more Edomites, all right. So Edomites are the ones that rule the earth, okay. They do, in fact, possess the fatness of the earth. But what you have here is, in America, Babylon the Great, this particular Edomite, all right, he's more prouder, and he thinks himself better. He thinks himself better than the other Edomite nations, all right? And he believes that he should possess everything, all right? And so we're going to get that scripture real quick, which you brothers know it. Okay, boom. And so like they've been having a lot going on, so lacking a little sleep here. But Daniel 7, all right, and 20, "And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows." Okay, and this horn that is speaking about, whose look was more stout than his fellows, that's America, Babylon the Great. All right, that's what that represents. And this Edomite here in particular, he boasts himself above the other Edomites. He look at the other Edomites as if they lower than him. All right, and that's just the proud of America. Proud to be an American. That's the idea that you get from this place. And so what kind of brought on this lesson is something that a lot of this not a new thing. It's not a new topic to brothers. You know what I'm saying? But I never knew the extent of how deep it really got, or how much Esau's really getting over. Okay. Salakia, and how the system's really set up for Esau to really win for real. You know what I'm saying? Even these Edomites that I'm thinking about or speaking about, they was barely winning. All right, they was taking gambles and risk, such as, time and chance happens to them all, as the scriptures say. So it ain't like, whatever the case. But Edomites live in a society that have been set up for them to win more so over Jake. In this show, I forget what it's called. That's what it's called. Bargain block. And basically what happened was they was finding broke down abandoned houses in Jake neighborhoods and fixing them all the way back up and reselling them and flipping them. And some of them houses they was getting as cheap as $1,000. They was buying houses for $1,000, putting $45,000 in them, and doing a lot of the work they self, living in them houses, while they was fixing on them, and they was flipping them things. And basically what you witness on that show is how they gentrify certain Jake neighborhoods. They was gentrifying the neighborhood little by little. And there was even a statement that the lady made, the real estate agent. She said thanks to your, because they was like, how much can we price this house at? She said, well, something, and she was like, well, thanks to your other renovations in this area, you can now post it at this amount. So basically what she said, it was like, you can post it for a little higher because you fixed up other nice houses in this area. And her playing devil's advocate, because of course she gets a cut, for selling houses and, doing all those different things. She gets a cut of the profit. So she's like playing devil's advocate, in league with, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. And she's like, yeah, and once you make your profit from this house, you can buy the one next door. And you had the other nigga woman in the neighborhood coming over like, yeah, let me see I want to see the inside, they the neighbors. And I'm thinking to myself, little do you know, while you playing buddy with these Edomites coming over to see how the house look, more than likely another Edomite's going to buy that house. And what you're going to end up having is your ass is going to end up getting pushed out of that neighborhood. But you over here playing buddy with their ass. But I just thought that was interesting, man, how this devil, his devil set up the system where Jake, the scriptures say this was the sin of your sister Sodom when it was speaking about, Sodom and Gomorrah and so on and so forth. And in that place it said that they strengthened not the hand of the poor and needy. You see? And in this place, the hand of the poor and needy, which for a majority speaking, is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, your hand is not strengthened here. Your hand is weakened here, purposefully. You got redlining. You got where Jake will get denied for certain loans. Now, not all Jakes fall to this, okay? But most Jake do get denied for certain loans to where you can't go buy them cribs like he's buying or get a loan for this much money to fix the house and then get a profit. And, a lot of times you can't get into that game. Now, certain Jakes are doing it. Don't get me wrong. Certain so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans are doing it. But as a majority speaking, it's not accessible to them. All right? And you got these Edomites out here that's taking advantage of the different Jakes whose houses have been foreclosed on or who couldn't afford to fix them when certain damage happened and property water damage and stuff. And they just end up getting relinquished back to the government. And the government's like, well, look, we'll sell you this plot of land for $1,000. We don't hold no value for the house that's there because crackheads done been in it and smoked it out and gutted it out and took the pipes and whatever else they do with it. And it was set in Detroit. And it's a lot of that. Detroit used to be a big bustling area for so-called blacks, okay, because they had a lot of what do you call them? They got a lot of them whatchamacallits out there. Factory. They had a lot of factories up there. I believe that was also for Cleveland too. Cleveland was known for having factories, and I believe Detroit was known for having a lot of factories and stuff like that, steel mills and whatever they had, places where Jake could work and make a lot of money off of going to these little different factories, and a lot of them just shut down. Jake was doing too much up there, so Esau shut it down. It's lucky I'm gonna get a precept. I'll continue reading in Habakkuk. All right. me see. Let's skip down. Habakkuk 2:10 says, Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. Okay, for the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity, and this place is bloody. You know, and the scriptures say, woe to the bloody city. Okay, now first it was talking about the land of Israel, okay, because Jake was, you know, doing some bullshit. All right, but now that new bloody city is representing this place, America, Babylon the Great. All right, and it said, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. This place is built with blood and iniquity. Sin against the children of Israel, forcing them to sin against their power, you know, buck breaking, you know, gator bait, taking men's wives, popping them, separating families, you know, stealing the kids, and, you know, all this other shit. Because wasn't no heathen supposed to lay with our daughters, man. And you know they did that for sure. You know, so these niggas, these Edomites have sinned greatly, and brought blood upon this place. Okay. Verse 15, Habakkuk 2:15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him and maketh him drunken, also that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Okay, and that's what Esau's done. He's fed these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with his philosophies. You see, and he's also fed you other nations with his philosophies, so he can weaken you, so he can get you comfortable and take your clothes off and defile you. You know. Because that's what he's talking about. You get somebody drunk. He's getting somebody drunk so he can look at them, look at them naked. Yeah, drink this. It's good for you. Now he got you exposed, so he can do all manner of lewdness with you. You know, spiritually and, you know, physically. Shit. You know. Says, thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Right? Because Esau's being revealed. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Right? Everything's going to get revealed. It's already being revealed in these times. Everything's going to be laid out on the table. Okay? When Esau goes down, it said the 10 horns shall hate the whore and shall burn her with fire. Everybody's going to see the wickedness of this particular place, America, Babylon the Great, and they're going to hate this motherfucker, and they're going to burn this bitch down. Okay? You know? So I just wanted to go into that real quick. You know, this lesson was sparked by that show I was watching. You know, because that's what Ease does, you know. He's living it up, you know, taking over the places that, you know, Jake was rooted out of, you know, which this ain't their land in the first place, but taking these different places and fixing them up and reselling them, and, you know, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I want to say shalom, wa abba, shalom.